Hi there, YouTube, and hello, Pisces. This is going to be your reading from me, Kim, for November 17th. Let's see. I'm going to start off with a few oracle cards, and then I will wedge a 3-card tarot reading in the middle. Then I'll finish with another oracle card and some tea leaf fortune cards. Pisces, how are you doing? Let me just mention again and reiterate, this will not resonate with everybody. You take the pieces that do and you leave the rest for somebody else. Hopefully we can hit on as many things that you need to see. Sometimes there's just one thing that you kind of resonate with in a reading, and if that's how it is, it's okay. That's okay. Do them every day, so check out another one if it doesn't relate with you. And also the tarot cards have different meanings for each card. So the Empress might be talking about somebody having a real baby, but it might also be about birthing ideas. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Adjacent possibilities. Adjacent possibilities. Pisces, this is about opening your mind up so that you don't get focused on one outcome of the way it should be. You know, when we're hard-headed, don't focus on just one outcome, because Spirit is saying that there are many opportunities around you that you might not be opening your eyes up to, just because this card usually points to that, to being fixated on one outcome, one way to get there. There's many roads that you can take and many outcomes. And who knows, the outcome might be something better too. So adjacent possibilities. Just leave your mind open, and then you'll have a windfall of opportunities. And when you have that windfall, then you can be picky on what you want to choose from, right? So for Pisces greater good, for the collective of Pisces. That's the cat. That's the cat meowing. Unfinished Symphony. And Milk and Honey. 2 really nice cards to get. Beauty. Shh. Okay, Unfinished Symphony. It's got an egg, person's face on the egg, a girl sitting pretty. Have music notes on there. Bird in the air. Let's see what the book says, just to give it some justice. Let's see. It means incomplete lessons, lack of closure, or the need to make amends. This time, it is a time to clear up loose ends. So it says, as you wrap up a cycle, as you learn a mastery or skill, this reminds me of numerology, of when you, and of course it's got the 10 too, which means endings, closure to something. In numerology, if you look up what your life path is, they also calculate what the pinnacles are in your life and what cycles you can expect to go through. I highly recommend you figuring out what, if you don't already know what numerology number you are, you know, for life path and life destiny, find that out. That will help you so much to figure out what lesson have you, are you meant to learn? Have you learned it? And if you haven't learned it, are you wise enough, open enough to see what that lesson is and how you might be able to learn from it. Okay, then we have Milk and Honey. This is the nice card. This is the card where everything's kind of going your way. I know in the Bible it talks about milk and honey, about that being available in like heaven. We have the rainbow too. The little elephant and splashing around in a milk and honey bath. The rainbow showing up as a term of endearment to let you know, a sign of endearment to let you know that the worst times are behind you, good times to come. Doesn't mean that all of the battles have been won, but you can expect the worst of it to be over. We have 51. Milk and honey, the taste of prosperity, abundance, born of authenticity. So being your true self, not being fake, being true to who you are, not changing who you are for anybody. That doesn't do justice to you, and it doesn't do justice to anybody else. Trusting that your needs will be met. This is also assuring you that if you are coming upon a time of worry, don't worry. Put your faith and trust in divine, in source. It says that you're entering a sweet time in your life, and it is an interlude. So this is what's to come after this has been wrapped up, after this has been finished, after this cycle has been done and you've learned lessons. You're going to have a different mindset and different thoughts, which will lead to prosperity and abundance. Nice. And how it happens, oh my gosh, there's a lot of ways that it can happen. So, wow. Pisces, I would expect some change. I would expect wrapping up something, finishing something, starting something new. I would expect that, and I would keep your options open. There might be something really good that Spirit has in store for you, possibly even collaborating with Spirit to get something done that would be for the greater good of everybody and yourself, because it always works that way. It's for yourself. I have the Three of Swords, with the page of the Knight of Pentacles. So this might be over material, over money issues. Might be. Okay. I'm going to do past, present, and future with the tarot. This is the Rider-Waite tarot deck. For some reason, justice is showing up on the split. You might be dealing with a Libra. Might be dealing with a Libra. Might be dealing with some court issues. We have the High Priestess. This is about keeping some secrets, but also having that like psychic intuition. And Pisces, you always have good psychic intuition. That is one of your strengths here on Earth. That is definitely one of your strengths as a collective, is that you probably get gut feelings before things happen. I'm sure of it. Sure of it. Whether you've admitted to it or not. Maybe not, but yeah, Pisces. All right, let's see here. For our past position, we have some kind of soulmate interaction. Some kind of soulmate interaction. It might be in the past position. Family ties. We'll come back. I'm going to deal them all out, and then we'll come back. The Hierophant as your present issue, and also pay attention to the 5. These numbers, people, numbers mean things, okay? I'm telling you, look into things a little bit more. Scratch beneath the surface. That's how things are, and that's how it is with the Hierophant. I'll come back to that. Then in your future position, we have fast, forward-moving progress. Okay. And then I have 9 of Wands. Just want to show you that. 9 of Wands on the back. So there's something that you're having to persevere through. Something that you're going to have to be very determined to finish. Possibly involving a soulmate connection or some family ties. Family, this card, the 6 of Cups, to me is all about family. And we have that X for 10. So we have some kind of closure. We have something that is ending. And it's regarding your family. Something that has got to end, has got to change. That's really interesting. And we have this flower, which is the spiritual love, the lily. Okay, with the Hierophant, can mean a few things. This can mean different things for different people. I'm going to try to touch on as many things as I think it means to me, so that it might help you. The Hierophant is about Taurus. It's about your ethics. It's about the way that you hold your morals and your standards, how you label them, you prioritize them. Let me say that. How you prioritize them. How you lead people. It's all about leadership, how you lead people. We have a change. It's sometimes associated with spiritual, right? I have present tense being big change right now in how things are being led. And it might mean something in the hierarchy of your family too. Might mean changing of roles in your family. Whatever it is, you have the keys to success right here. You have loyal followers right here. Yeah. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the law. That's the number of spirituality. And I just noticed the W on top of his head too. Okay, so that's going to mean different things for different people, but what it does mean for everybody is change. That's something that stays the same. Just like in this past position, this means love and harmony. It's number 6. It's going to stay the same for everybody. That's the general message. General message for this one, for the future, for your 8 of Wands is fast moving, momentum, getting in the flow, moving forward, possibly communications, maybe having to deal with career and communications. I'm getting that for somebody is career and communications, maybe having to deal with social media. Whatever it is, this is fast moving communication that's loving, intuitive, and grounded at the same time. So this is really beautiful to see this. It means whatever direction you're going in right now, you're on the right path. Might not feel like it sometimes, but you are on the right path. Let's look at your tea leaf cards, see what we get for Pisces. These are so hard to shuffle. Sorry. These are just really hard to shuffle. Whoa. We're going to take that and we're going to leave it at that. That's way more than what I was wanting to get. This solidifies what I said about the role changes. There might be some role changes. We have Hat playing a different role. Something to do with family, changing roles in family. Oh, yay. Okay. Heart. Love, deep affection, and caring. Love, deep affection, and caring. Elephant. A long journey, either mental or physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. It's funny, that's your next elephant. So that's your second elephant, and that's probably at the unfinished symphony, I would say. Quill, get back to the basics. I think this has to do with your possibilities. I think that has to do with your possibilities. The Tower card in this deck means something good, okay? Because this is not a falling down tower. This is solid foundation, and success with effort has everything to do with this fast moving forward momentum. We have Goldfish. An increase in spiritual wealth or material wealth, either one. And that can go with that milk and honey for sure. So if you see goldfish all the time, start seeing them a lot. That's good. That's a good sign. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting because it reminds me of how we are all living here with free will. So eventually there's going to be some issues or topics that we come into that we didn't want to attract into our life. But because we're co-creators with everyone else, they might come into our life and we might have to battle them. But remember, you are always protected, especially if it's something that you didn't manifest, you didn't want. You're always protected. Let's look at your guardian angel card, Pisces. And then we will wrap up this reading for you. And I hope you enjoyed it. I do love giving them. So we've got 2. We have Angel of Power. This is just all about gaining your power, realizing that you don't have to be afraid of success. You can be a success in whatever endeavor you choose. And then when you choose it, that's when you tell Spirit why you want it. You set your intention and then you let it go and then you surrender it. And we have Angel of Imagination. So there's some kind of creative idea that's about to take off with those hot air balloons and possibly involving somebody with writing skills. Somebody that might be thinking of writing a book or a blog.